You look like a rap video. Sorry about you, Theron. We're just chilling at the Anthro. Shouldn't film while walking. Not in anthropology. I almost knocked over the whole cart of dishes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. This is really the first chance I've had all day to just sit and talk to the camera. We got up, I cleaned the house a little bit, gave the boys some cereal, and then we met Renee Trapp and the 3 girls that are staying with them out at Fashion Square. Shopped for a little bit, went to P.F. Chang's for lunch, and then we've been shopping for the last like 2-3 hours. We were a little bit shopped out. Aaron saw these chairs and said, "Can we sit there while they go shopping?" Yeah. Alright, so I'm up at Sprouts to get one thing, ponzu sauce. When I started making Asian food, I used to make my own dipping sauce for pot stickers. It was soy sauce, rice wine vinegar, like a sriracha, red chili flake, brown sugar, and then I found out they sell ponzu sauce. Tonight for dinner, the boys made udon. You take the noodles and you put it in your broth. And you stir it around, and then you eat it. Oishi. Good morning, my dudes. It's Sunday morning. I'm not preaching today. Pastor Dell is preaching, which means I'm just chilling, getting ready for Bible study, making sure that everything in church works. Easy morning. It's a good thing because I needed one. After church today, we're going over to Christ Church Lutheran for a farewell party for our Japanese students. This is the time on the trip when they stand up and give like a speech to show off their English skills. And they usually use that speech to thank their host families. It's a pretty emotional time. Most of the kids usually cry. Some of the host families cry. It's been an awesome 2 weeks with my kids. And while I am glad to have less responsibilities during the day of caring for 2 teenage boys, I am going to miss them a lot. I hope they come back again next year, or maybe come out and take a year and study at Valley. Otherwise, I'll probably get to see him in the next couple of years on a trip to Japan. Let's have some church.
Let us run with endurance the race that is set before us, fixing our eyes on Jesus, the author and perfecter of faith, who for the joy set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and has sat down at the right hand of the throne of God.
Heard them before.
What's
Yeah.
that? Maybe it's God just telling us it's okay. You really aren't missing anything.
Yeah.
Are you going to have some?
Where do we get these memories of stuff?
4 pieces?
Oh.
Did they used to make these?
I guess. Well, and you too, like we were just talking about class of management grades.
Yeah, those are not.
Are you recording me right now?
Yeah.
You know what this stands for?
No.
Hoppy Festival.
That's true.
Hoppy.
Happy festival?
To present drama for you called Little Miracle.
Yes.
Moses slammed his staff down into the water.
And he's showing us his love through each of our homestay families, like and you and you and you and you.
And this year we had an unusually talented group of musicians. Who,
I know,
okay,
right?
what is in there? Is it a guitar pick?
What's in the bag?
Is it?
Thank you, my host family. I love you. Thank you.
Thanks for welcoming me for about 2 weeks.
I found where the party at. It's at the Costco gas station. There are literally dozens of cars here. I'm glad I'm listening to a podcast and am not bothered at all by the long wait. Bells will ring, ting-a-ling-a-ling, ting-a-ling-a-ling, and you say Vida Bella. I don't actually know the words of that song, but I think that's what this guy's getting after. Also, there were a lot of crying children in Target today while I was in line to pay. Like a lot. It made me think and watch, so I started looking around at all the moms at which of them allowed their child to choose a candy treat in line and which did not. And as you would suspect, the crying children were the ones that were not allowed to have candy. I draw no inferences from this. I merely observe. My sun visor is down, you know, and I happened to look up as I was driving and caught my reflection in the mirror, and I was making the Hans face, which looks like this. And I couldn't stop laughing. When we asked the boys where they wanted to go for their last meal in America, I'm so proud. Two things are going on in this video. One of them is this, and the other one is this. Remind me to tell you a story in a minute. There's a bug. Okay, so here's where I call it for the night. I am super exhausted. Tim Ferriss was saying that bags under your eyes is caused by coffee. So I drink a lot of coffee. I am gonna call it. I'm gonna chop this up, put it online. Tomorrow's gonna be a long, busy day, and I don't think I'm ready for it. I don't have to teach, which is amazing, but here's a few of the things that are going on. We're waking up at 5 o'clock and taking the boys to Christ because they're getting on a bus to go to the airport, to go to LAX, to go to Tokyo. And that's going to be super early. So I'm going to grab a coffee with Daniel and then try to make it to school on time for faculty devotions at 7:30. And then because it's Monday, I actually catch a little bit of a break. I don't have to teach, but I have to have a Bible study done for orientation camp. And I have to have that to Sarah by noon. So my plan is actually that that's all I will do in the morning until it's done, and then I'll get after the rest of my to-do list. So hopefully it all works out and I can get it to her by 12. Then I'm going to do some lesson plans and work on my sermon outline for this week, because Monday has to be my new sermon day given my teaching schedule. We'll see how that turns out. I'm not sure how that. 3 o'clock is youth group, and Aaron is coaching cheerleading tryouts. And then right after that, we have a Skype date with Ben and Pam. And then after that, my sister gets in town for 2 weeks. So I can't wait for that. Although I did hear that she's like not feeling well. So hopefully it's nothing too serious and she can enjoy a little bit of rest while she's here. And then Tuesday starts the teaching craziness. And then Wednesday morning, we leave for orientation camp in Prescott until Friday. It's a busy week. God bless you guys. See you in 24 hours for another video. Good night. Actually, not good night, because I totally forgot that I wanted to tell you a story about that lady I saw in Yumberry. First of all, the froyo place that we took the boys to tonight is called Yumberry. Their sign said they're the Yumber one place to something something. That's ridiculous. The other thing, though, is I can't tell if you could tell from that little video clip, but I thought that lady was wearing scrubs. But upon further inspection, she was wearing black jeans and a flowered print shirt. All I have to say about that is, if somebody can't tell if your clothes are scrubs or not,